Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar was the third ruler of the Mughal dynasty of Timurid lineage. Akbar is also known as Akbar-e-Azam Sahanshah Akbar, the Great Emperor. Emperor Akbar was the grandson of Zahiruddin Muhammad Babur, the founder of the Mughal Empire, and the son of Nasiruddin Humayun and Hamida Banu. Babur's lineage was related to Timur and the Mongol leader Genghis Khan. That is, his descendants were from the family of Timur Lang, and on the maternal side were related to Genghis Khan. By the end of Akbar's rule, in 1605, the Mughal Empire included most of northern and central India, and was one of the most powerful empire of the time. Among all the kings, Akbar was the only king who got equal love and respect from both Hindu and Muslim communities. He established a religion called Din-e-Ilahi to reduce the distance between Hindu-Muslim sects. His court was always open to everyone. There were more Hindu chieftains in his court than Muslim chieftains. Akbar not only abolished the jizya imposed on Hindus, but also did many such works due to which both Hindus and Muslims became his admirers. Akbar ascended the throne of Delhi at the age of only 13 years, after the death of his father Nasiruddin Muhammad Humayun. During his reign, he completely stopped the attacks of the powerful Pashtun descendant, Sher Shah Suri. Also, he defeated the newly proclaimed Hindu king Hemu in the Second Battle of Panipat. It took Akbar 2 decades to consolidate his empire and bring the whole of northern and central India under his sole control. His influence extended over almost the entire Indian subcontinent, and he ruled as emperor over a large part of this region. As emperor, Akbar established diplomatic relations and married into the powerful and numerous Hindu Rajput kings. Akbar was born in the palace of the Rajput ruler Rana Amasal in Umarkoh, Sindh, on the 23rd of November 1542. Emperor Humayun had taken refuge here with his newly married wife Hamida Banu Begum. Humayun had to live in exile in Persia due to the Pashtun leader Sher Shah Suri. Akbar became close friends with the Prince of Persia, Ram Singh I, who later became the king of Rewa. They grew up together and remained lifelong friends. Later, Akbar started living in the Safavid Empire with one of his uncles, Mirza Askari. First he lived in Kandahar for a few days and then from 1545 in Kabul. Humayun always had a rift with his younger brothers. Therefore, Akbar's condition with his uncles was no better than that of a prisoner, although everyone treated him well. But Akbar could not study and write, he could only take military training. He spent most of his time in hunting, running, dueling, wrestling etc. and had no interest in education. Till the time Akbar was 8 years old, all his years from birth till then had been spent in great instability, due to which proper arrangements for his education could not be made. Akbar was not interested in studying, he was more interested in pigeon flying. Taking advantage of the chaos created by the succession disputes between Sher Shah Suri's son, Islam Shah, Humayun recaptured Delhi in 1555. A good portion of his army was composed of his Persian ally, Tahmasp I. A few months later, Humayun died suddenly at the age of 48, after falling from the stairs of his library while heavily inebriated. Akbar's guardian, Bairam Khan, kept the death a secret for the time being in the interest of the empire and prepared Akbar for succession. Akbar was crowned on the 14th of February 1556. This coincided with the war with Sikandar Shah Suri to regain control of the Delhi throne from the Mughal Empire. 13-year-old Akbar was crowned on a newly constructed stage in Kalanur, Punjab, wearing golden clothes and a dark-colored turban. Until he became an adult, his kingdom was under the protection of Bairam Khan. The Mughal Empire of that time was spread only from Kabul to Delhi. Along with this, many problems were also looming. In 1563, there was public outrage over the murder of Shamsuddin Adka Khan, Uzbek rebellion between 1564 to 65 and rebellion of Mirza brothers in 1566 to 67. But Akbar solved these problems very skillfully. In the early period of his rule, Akbar realized that he would not be able to rule peacefully without ending the Suri dynasty. Therefore, he went to Punjab to attack the most powerful ruler of the Suri dynasty, Sikandar Shah Suri. He handed over the rule of Delhi to the Mughal commander, Tadi Beg Khan. Sikandar Shah Suri did not prove to be a big resistance for Akbar. In some regions, his army would retreat even before Akbar reached there. In Akbar's absence, Hemu Vikramaditya attacked and conquered Delhi and Agra. On the 6th of October 1556, Hemu declared himself the Maharaja of India. With this, the Hindu state was re-established in Delhi, When Akbar got the news of Delhi's defeat, he immediately decided to march towards Delhi after consulting Bairam Khan. Akbar's advisors advised him to take refuge in Kabul. A battle was fought between Akbar and Hamu's army at Panipat. This battle is famous as the Second Battle of Panipat. Despite being less in number, Akbar won this battle. With this victory, Akbar got 1500 elephants which were used against Sikandar Shah Suri in the attack on Mankot. Sikandar Shah Suri surrendered and Akbar spared his life. After regaining Delhi, Akbar began to expand his empire, and annexed Malwa in 1562, Gujarat in 1572, Bengal in 1574, Kabul in 1581, Kashmir in 1586 and Khandesh in 1601. Akbar appointed a governor in each of these states. Akbar did not want the center of the Mughal Empire to be in a distant city like Delhi. So he decided to move the Mughal capital to Fatehpur Sikari, which was in the center of the empire. After some time, Akbar had to shift the capital from Fatehpur Sikari. After Fatehpur Sikari, Akbar created a mobile court which used to move around the empire. In this way it was possible to pay proper attention to all corners of the empire. In 1585, for the smooth administration, the most famous battle between Akbar and Maharana Pratap was the Battle of Haldighati, fought on the 18th of June 1576 between the Mughal army led by Man Singh I, the king of Amber, and the army of Mewar led by Maharana Pratap. It was not a decisive battle, but the Mewari army suffered heavy losses, and Maharana Pratap had to hide in the forest after this. However, Maharana Pratap later won a decisive victory in the Battle of Dewar, bringing most of Mewar under his control.